Tuno, Harvey Weinstein's former attorney, and has handled many of these sorts of cases and lots of cases in general. Donna, good to see you. Thank you for being here. What we have in the public information about this juror is that it's a 51-year-old male with a PhD in molecular biology who works as a scientist. Then you have the other jurors saying that they feel that he can't follow the directions. As a defense attorney, how would you read what's going on here?
Well, thanks for having me, Martha. But what a interesting issue. And a little while ago, we didn't know anything about this juror. And now that we do, I think it removes the speculation that maybe it was someone who didn't understand, who English wasn't their first language. But now knowing the credentials of this juror, it's really, truly unbelievable that this is an issue from somebody who was seated as a juror in this case, who answered the questions that you need to ask. Can you be fair and impartial? And now to say, I can't understand or I can't follow the judge's instructions on the law, I think that's extremely concerning. And as a defense attorney, I would be saying we need to know a lot more about what that means, because does that mean he wants to nullify basically what the law is and go rogue? And could that be beneficial, or could that be very damaging to Mr. Combs? So if I'm on the defense side, I want to know a lot more about what that truly means.
Well, there has been a lot of discussion about the charges here, including a racketeering charge. And it may be that is what's causing some of these issues. And, you know, we've heard that they wanted to make that more clear. What goes through your mind on that part of all of this, Donna?
From the beginning, I thought that racketeering charge was an overreach by the government. I think that what they're going to find is that that charge is going to be the one that confuses jurors the most. That charge is confusing for great legal minds, and applying it the way it is supposed to be applied is confusing enough. But applying it in this case in a manner that it's not normally used, I think really raises a lot of concerns. And if the jury either gets frustrated or stuck on that count, it may affect the way they move on the other charges. Yeah. So I do think that that's going to be very interesting.
All right, Donna, thank you very much. Interesting cast of characters here.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.